Oh, that's real close. Oh my goodness, we are moving and grooving on this bus. We just finished all the painting. It was actually my mom who painted the blue, and Rayla did some of the blue too. Tyler and Rayla did all the cream. Look at it. Wow, just look at it. And then this is gonna be satisfying. So my mom's finishing painting the Nanny Bus. It's gonna be all done today, and we're hoping to put like Arbour season on the side, kind of like how we have up there. But my job right now is to go inside this bus, and we are going to put in running all the electric. This side is all done. Everything is done on this side. But on this side of the bus, I still gotta run everything underneath and finish wiring this electric outlet and running the outlet that's on the bottom down here. So that's what I'm doing right now, so that we can run it all to the corner underneath the bed, so that when Battleborn sends all of the batteries and the Victron components that we're looking for, it's gonna be ready to go. So hopefully in like 3 to 4 days, we will be finished. So that's the plan, that's the goal. I think we can do it. Do you think we can do it? By the way, I'm really digging this cinema filter thingy on the new iPhone. I appreciate it. Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready to finish some bus stuff today?
I am.
It's gonna be a good day.
What is that?
Hi, cuties.
Whoa.
There's our tank filling up. So we just got home from our gig, and look who's just here working super hard. It's the Broken Compass. Golly, I'm gonna miss you guys. Don't leave. Don't leave. We are hooking up our inverter to our shore power outlet. So I'm just gonna feed this through the hole that I have cut in the bottom underneath the bed. Let me show you. So right there in the corner is where I'm gonna put all of our wires are being run there. So that's where all the wires are gonna hook into things. And I'm gonna put the batteries, I think, I'm gonna put the batteries under here, and then maybe like the inverter and DC to DC and things like that over here. So I'm still figuring that out. But the very first thing I'm gonna do with hooking all the electric up is feeding this through the hole, which I have there, that's going to the outside of the bus, so I can get our inlet in, or outlet, or whatever you call it. I don't even know. Here we go. All right, we fed the lines through. So now I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna put it in this. And then we're gonna screw it on. And then this is where you plug in for shore power.
Shane,
What do you want?
are you talking to yourself again?
Look at this heckler. This is really like thin wire. Like I can rip it with my fingers.
It's because you're so strong.
I don't know about all that, but
What are we doing back here, Shane?
I am putting in the, what is this thing called? An inlet?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Shore
That's what I'm
power
doing.
hookup inlet.
Shore power hookup inlet.
30 amps.
30 amps, so we can charge from someone's house, an RV park, generator, all that kind of stuff that we're probably never gonna need because we got Battleborn stuff. I mean, 600 amp hours with how much solar are we putting up there?
1400, right?
1400 watts of solar. I mean, we're not gonna need to plug in ever unless it's like cloudy and rainy. And even then, through the clouds, you still get some solar. So, I don't know, man. I'm probably doing all this for nothing. And that's it. Look at it.
I have that same exact.
We are good to go. How do you guys feel? Does that look nice?
That looks amazing.
I think you should redo it.
So while I've been building cabinet doors and eating lunch, not being lazy, I have Tyler here who built all of these brackets. And is that what you call these brackets? And
Yeah, well, yeah.
yeah,
The solar rack.
the solar holders.
Yeah.
Look at what a good job he did.
You can't really tell, but I'm 6'2". This thing is a beast. This is a 350 watt panel, and they have 4 of them, so they'll have 1400 watts total.
1400 watts total, 350 watt panel.
Yeah.
That's 1 out of 4. Here we go.
3 more. Got it? Yep. Alright, let me fix this up. Oh, never mind. Take a little bit of your side got these really cool M4 4-to-1 branch connectors, and I'm basically hooking up all the panels in parallel. So what you got is like 4 males or 4 female to 1 male. So you just take all of your M4 connectors and just pop them in there just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And it doesn't matter which one's going which ones, as long as they all go in.
Right, yep.
I can clean in here if you're done inside.
There you go. So now all 4 of your panels
Are connected. So now we're gonna quickly drill the hole, put them through the bus, and then Tyler showed me this really cool thing that goes in your roof.
Yeah, I don't even know what that's called. I guess just like an inlet or whatever. It's a waterproof. It's to waterproof it, so water doesn't get in there.
Brilliant.
Because water and electricity apparently don't go together. Crazy, right? This, I guess it doesn't really matter what side it's going through.
Oh crap, stop!
Whoa! What the heck?
All right, 1 sec, it went through a blanket.
Oh, we found it.
Tyler now is gonna feed the lines, the 2 cables, through this hole. There we go!
Hey!
All right! All right, so those 2 wires that Tyler fed through go straight to the MPPT controller that we're getting.
Who's tired?
Did I say Tyler?
Yeah, you
That is so your name from now on.
do. I hope not.
And so Tyler's putting these bad boys in. And do we still have to silicone through that or what?
You don't have to silicone because it came with 3M tape, but we will put some metal screws right there, right there, right there.
Awesome. All right, we got all of the Battleborn stuff.
Can I please grab a signature?
Awesome. Alrighty, thank you. The wonderful people at Dragonfly Energy sent over all the Battleborn batteries, everything. So we got all the connections and all this stuff. Look at it. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. Woohoo! We also got 11 Battleborn batteries here, 5 that we're installing on our bus, the big one, and then 6 that we're installing on this one. So, it's gonna, All right, we did it. All new batteries, everything is out of the box. So now I'm just gonna go inside of the Nanny Bus and we're gonna find out where everything's gonna go. We're gonna organize it so it makes sense. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, but I'm also excited. The mix between the two it's too much. It's too much to bear. All right, we got all the batteries in under the bed. Let's make this wide angle for you so you can see. So batteries there. I'm thinking about all the Victron stuff except for the inverter, because the inverter is probably gonna have to fit over here because it's so big. But all the other stuff will go up there so you can see it. And then the display screen will be right here so that you can just look under the bed when the bed's down and then boom. Or we may even mount it up here just since it's so darn cool. We you know, you just gotta have it in there. So, all right, now we just gotta figure out where everything else is gonna go. Here we go. All right, I got my favorite sweater on. It's a new morning, a new day. About to hook up some more Battleborn stuff. I'm excited. I've been going through Daniel Messick, who runs a company called Aha Solar. And he calls it Aha Solar because he wants you to have that aha moment. I get it. Because solar can be daunting at first and hard to understand. But once you get it, it's actually quite easy. Thank you, Daniel, for helping me walk through this and teaching me everything. And I enjoy it. I'm having a great time. And also thank you, Battleborn, for providing the best products ever. We've been using Battleborn stuff for over a year now, and it has completely changed our lives. So we're excited to change the lives of our nannies on the road. Let's get to it. I just took out the Lynx power in, the Lynx shunt, and the Lynx distributor and laid them out on the countertop in the bus. But we're gonna put them under the bed because that's where we're connecting everything. So saying that, I'm gonna show you what I got down here and what each of these components do. Now, again, it's really important to know I'm not a teacher. I'm relaying information that I've been taught and just taking you on this journey with me as I hook all this stuff up. So again, I am not the person you should, this video isn't meant to be an advice video. It's meant just to take you on a journey of just our life and our lifestyle and what we use to keep us on the road full time and why we love Battleborn and why we choose Battleborn. But you're gonna wanna go with someone like Daniel Messick from Aha Solar when it comes to actually installing this stuff. Saying that, let's show you what I got going on. Okay, so we got your Lynx power in, and what this does is it takes the batteries and puts them in this. So we're gonna wire our batteries, which are under here. We're gonna do a 24 volt system. So we're gonna link 2 batteries together, and then 2 of those batteries will go into here. Then the other 2 batteries will go into here. And then the other 2 batteries will go into here. So 6 batteries in all, but we're making them all as 3 batteries total, if that makes any sense. So the batteries go into this guy, and then the Lynx shunt actually sits on top of these 2 bolts and monitors the batteries. So this thing tells us what our batteries are doing. And then the Lynx distributor actually sits on top of these 2 guys. And then this is where we plug in our inverter, and then our DC to DC, and then our DC to DC converter. So yeah, everything goes into this guy. My first order of business today of actually doing something besides laying all these compartments out and looking at them and realizing, whoa, this is a lot. But it's not that much once you get it. And this is my fuse box. This is the power control center. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a hole into this wall right here, and then my fuse box is just gonna sit nice and clean, sticking out like that. So if I have to change any fuses, it's super easy to get to. So now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna drill into that wall and hopefully make the hole not too big, because if I make it too big, I have to build a new wall. So I can't mess this up. Here we go. All right, I think that looks pretty good. It's sitting there really tight, so I'm just gonna screw these in and then we're gonna move on to the next part. But this is our fuse box, so if we need to get to it quickly, we just open up this guy and there's our fuses. Oh, I love things that are clean. Love it, love it. All right, so now here's all the components. Now we're gonna make them look really nice, lay them all flat and make it look good. But we got our Battleborn batteries over here. Oh my goodness, it's all coming together. There it is. Everything is now screwed in, ready to be wired. These are the top plates of those components. And I just added in the breakers, but those are the fuses for the breakers I should say, for the solar coming in and then from the DC to DC charger. So I believe the small one is for the DC to DC charger, and then those two are for the charge controller. But I'm actually on the phone with Dan, and as he's walking me through what to do, I'm hanging up with him, showing you what I'm doing, and then going back to having a conversation with him. So it's been pretty fun. So we just mounted this guy up, and he takes our 24 volt battery system, because we're putting two 12 volts together, making them a 24 volt battery. We're doing that 3 times. And then this guy over here takes it and turns it back into 12 volt. So look at that. I only have a few more things to put in and kind of like screw them in to make sure that we're all ready to go. And one of those things is the inverter. It's super heavy, so I'm not looking forward to getting it back there. But we're also gonna mount the bus bar. And then there's something else. I just don't remember what it is, but I'll let you know. But anyway, I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna put it way back there in the corner. Right in there. Come on, focus. There you go. Right in there. Let's do it, guys. We can do it together. We did it. We got the inverter back there. And so now we're gonna find out where the bus bar goes, and then from there we'll kind of add the last few things that we need. But this is all looking really, really great, and we have all this storage under here still left over that I didn't think was gonna be left over, so I'm pretty stoked about that. We got our Cerbro GX. Now remember, I told you at the beginning I'm not a teacher with this stuff, so if I mess up things, you can't get mad at me. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So this guy will do some really cool stuff like Wi-Fi access, Bluetooth. This thing will tell us what our water tanks are at, even though we don't have that in this bus yet. We may add it later though, who knows? But this thing will do lots of cool things like that. We like this guy. It's a new morning. We made it. We all made it. You're here, I'm here. This is great. We are making some wires today. I did all the big 1-AUG wires, so all the cables for the batteries, and then from our inverter to something. I don't even know anymore. My brain is like all foggy. But I am now gonna make all the 6-AUG wires to make all those connections. So the idea is make all the wires, crimp them together, put the shrink tube on them, and then put the lugs on them. And then the idea is today, hopefully at some point, we just hook them all up and be done with it. So this is my favorite part. I enjoy the electrical part. I don't know why, but I do. We have to leave tomorrow morning from this property that we've been at for 3 weeks, and then we head to Oregon. My goal is to have this done today, but we have a show today and we have a lunch meeting, so we'll see if this works out. All right, so what we've got going on here is wiring all the connections, and I'm on the home stretch here. Look at everything's pretty much hooked up, ready to go. Just a few more things. I have to do my distribution box, which is our outlets and pumps and all that kind of stuff. that go into all this craziness. We are almost there. So excited.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Oh, here's some updates for you. I got Tom here. We're now in Oregon. We were in Boise not too long ago. Anyway, batteries are hooked up. All these guys are hooked up. So the past couple of days, I've just been making wires. I was thinking about making a YouTube video of me doing that, but this is not a how-to video. This is just, again, me showing you what we're doing and what we're up to, and then giving you an overall review of how these Battleborn batteries work in this bus and how clean it is and organized it is and all that kind of stuff. So if you want those how-to videos, go to Chuck, Cassidy, or Daniel Messick. Those are the people I would suggest to you. We got the diesel heater working over here. So we got power to the diesel heater. We got power to the toilet. So my mom officially can use her own toilet. She's gonna be so stoked about that. Now we're just gonna be connecting all the different, these wires that come with the Victron components. And this helps enable like Bluetooth things and things like that. So as soon as I finish that, we're gonna clean everything up, tie up all the loose ends, and call it a day. And then we're gonna really experience it this weekend because we're gonna be hanging out at the bus fair in Oregon, and we're gonna be completely off grid. I'm excited. So stoked. Thanks, Battleborn. Thank you, Daniel Messick. We just got here to Bend, Oregon, and we're parked on the street with like all these other nomads who we've never met as far as I know, but they're like everywhere. Look at them all. Anyway, everything works in the bus, in the Nanny Bus. Everything is all good, ready to go. The only thing we have to do is just clean up, organize, and all that kind of stuff. We're good to go. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna organize everything, and then I'm gonna show you some of my favorite features and just walk you through quickly one more time everything we did to the bus that has to do with the solar system. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks now since this verse has been converted, and there's still some touches that we really wanna do to it, but for the most part, it's all done. All the solar is done especially. So I kinda wanna give a little review of things that I like, how it's been going for us. A few of my favorite things that I love is we installed the display screen, and that's been one of my favorite things. We're always able to see what our solar's doing, and I'm not lying to you guys. This thing always says 100%. We seem to have just the right amount of solar and batteries, which is so crazy. We're always at 100% by 9 a.m. That's including using the fridge, the toilet, the heater. So the Nanny that we have now has been using like this space heater because our diesel heater isn't working. And this thing draws 750 watts on the low end. And even running that all night long, we're still at 100% by 9 a.m. If we are going to recommend anything, it's going to be working with Battleborn because all the components work amazingly. They have 10-year warranties on their batteries, and it's so great. We technically don't need the screen because we have no reason to look at what we're drawing and what we're bringing in because it's always 100%. Daniel Messick from Aha Solar says, your goal when adding solar to your rig and batteries is add enough that you never have to think about it or even look, even if you could. But that's what we did. We wanted to go extra, so 600 amp hours with 1400 watts of solar on the roof, and we are sitting pretty in this bus. It's exactly what it needs. So if you're doing something very similar as this build, it's a smaller build, you're not drawing as much as maybe a full family with 2 air conditioners and all that kind of stuff. So I think this would be the right setup for you. Plus, we're in a weird time of the year right now where we're using our heater and our air conditioners. No matter what we're using, heater, AC, we're always at 100% by the time 9 o'clock hits. That's our recommendation. We hope that you had fun watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe and follow for more. We also have Instagram and Spotify because we're musicians. But we want to thank Battleborn for sponsoring this video. Those guys are amazing. They're awesome. We love them. Such respect for them. And if you're ever traveling through Reno, Nevada, make sure you say hi and that Arbour Season sent you. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.